Hello, my name is Professor Noah Lotz. I teach ancient history and specialize in the Near East. Pastor Steve has asked me to speak briefly about the city of Nineveh. First off, Nineveh was a city in the Assyrian Empire. The Assyrians were feared throughout the ancient Near East and threatened the very existence of Israel. It is important to know that the Assyrians were a cruel and savage people. One of the techniques they perfected was terrorism. They would publicize their brutality in every way they could in order to discourage rebellion. One method was creating war reliefs sculpted in stone that were intended to impress and intimidate. Now, if you're squeamish, like me, you may want to cover your ears for this part. The reliefs would show rebels being impaled, skinned alive, beheaded, burnt alive, their eyes ripped out, fingers, noses, and ears cut off. Please note that these reliefs were inside the king's palace in Nineveh. Another way they publicized their acts of terror was by placing heads, arms, hands, and lower lips on the conquered city walls, along with skulls on top of stakes. On some occasions, people were blinded so that as they wandered throughout the land, they would speak of Assyrian terrors and demoralize the local population. These are just some examples of why Nineveh would have been a very dreaded and fearful place to visit. Phew, that was some heavy stuff. On a lighter note, is my head too big for my body? Sometimes I feel like a human lollipop.